The Central Intelligence Agency is a civilian foreign intelligence service of the federal government of the United States tasked with advancing national security through collecting and analyzing intelligence from around the world and conducting covert operations. The agency is headquartered in the George Bush Center for Intelligence in Langley, Virginia, and is sometimes metonymously called Langley. A major member of the United States intelligence community, IC, the CIA has reported to the Director of National Intelligence since 2004 and is focused on providing intelligence for the President and the Cabinet. The CIA is headed by a director and is divided into various directorates, including a Directorate of Analysis and Directorate of Operations. Unlike the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, the CIA has no law enforcement function and focuses on intelligence gathering overseas, with only limited domestic intelligence collection. 6. The CIA is responsible for coordinating all human intelligence (HUMINT) activities in the IC. It has been instrumental in establishing intelligence services in many countries and has provided support to many foreign organizations. The CIA exerts foreign political influence through its paramilitary operations units, including its Special Activities Center. It has also provided support to several foreign political groups and governments, including planning, coordinating, training, and carrying out torture and technical support. It was involved in many regime changes and carrying out terrorist attacks and planned assassinations of foreign leaders. During World War II, U.S. intelligence and covert operations had been undertaken by the Office of Strategic Services, OSS. The office was abolished in 1945 by President Harry S. Truman, who created the Central Intelligence Group in 1946. Amid the intensifying Cold War, the National Security Act of 1947 established the CIA, headed by a Director of Central Intelligence, DCI. The Central Intelligence Agency Act of 1949 exempted the agency from most congressional oversight, and during the 1950s, it became a major instrument of U.S. foreign policy. The CIA employed psychological operations against communist regimes and backed coups to advance American interests. Major CIA-backed operations include the 1953 coup in Iran, the 1954 coup in Guatemala, the Bay of Pigs invasion of Cuba in 1961, and the 1973 coup in Chile. In 1975, the Church Committee of the U.S. Senate revealed illegal operations such as MKUltra and Chaos, after which greater oversight was imposed. In the 1980s, the CIA supported the Afghan Mujahideen and Nicaraguan Contras, and since the September 11th attacks in 2001 has played a role in the global war on terrorism. The agency has been the subject of numerous controversies, including its use of political assassinations, torture, domestic wiretapping, propaganda, mind control techniques, and drug trafficking, among others. The CIA has been the subject of numerous controversies. The agency ran an operation codenamed Chaos that ran from 1967 to 1974, where they routinely performed surveillance on Americans who were a part of various peace groups protesting the Vietnam War. The operation was authorized by order of President Lyndon B. Johnson in October 1967, as the CIA gathered the information of 300,000 American people and organizations and extensive files on 7,200 citizens. The program was exposed by the Church Committee in 1975 as a part of the investigation into the Watergate scandal. The CIA also conducted a secret program called MKUltra, which ran from the early 1950s to the 1970s and involved illegal human experimentation to develop mind control techniques. Subjects were often unaware they were part of the experiments, which included the administration of psychoactive drugs like LSD and other methods of psychological manipulation. The program, exposed in the 1970s, led to widespread public outrage and calls for greater oversight of intelligence agencies. The CIA was also linked to the Iran-Contra affair, wherein missiles were sold to the Iranian government as an exchange for the release of hostages, and the profits the agency made from selling the weapons at a marked-up price went towards assisting the Contras in Nicaragua. Another source of controversy has been the CIA's role in Operation Condor, which was a United States-backed campaign of repression and state terrorism involving intelligence operations, CIA-backed coup d'etats, and assassinations against leaders in South America from 1968 to 1989. By the operation's end in 1989, Up to 80,000 people had been killed. Similarly, the CIA was complicit in the actions of death squads in El Salvador and Honduras.